online broadcast network, AFTERBUZZ TV. Over 20 million weekly downloads in over 150 countries, and your #1 source for after-show entertainment. AFTERBUZZ TV, the destination for TV superfans. Producing aftershows for over 300 of your favorite TV shows, interviewing celebrities and showrunners, and bringing you behind-the-scenes exclusives. All thanks to E! Entertainment's Maria Menounos, producer Kevin Undergaro, and internet leader Akamai. Now, let the buzz begin!
This is that Joseline Hernandez here. Hey, what's going on, everybody? We are here at the Stevie J and Joseline.
Hey, she tight.
What is she saying?
She's saying.
Can we have some quick?
In that video, it's just the beat that we like. I'll tell. Or it's that.
Just so you guys know, it's only the beat.
No, we like her too. We love her, but what she's saying is so fast. It's reggaeton. I had what she was saying at the beginning of the episode.
Got you, which we're gonna definitely hop on into as well. But before we get in there, you know where we at. We at the after show, Stevie J and Joseline Go Hollywood. I'm your host, Jimmy V. You know, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, at Being Your Own Dad. Good thing is we have new hosts here. Well, not new hosts. They've always been here, but they were away for some time. But they came back. My man Khalil is he could not join us tonight, which is all good because we have some females in the building, and you know I like to be around females. So let them introduce themselves, ladies.
Hi guys, I'm Isis Velazquez. You can find me on Instagram and Facebook at Isis Velazquez and the number 4.
What's up, you guys? It's your girl Trene. I'm glad to be back. You can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at your girl Trene.
So, ladies, I'm glad you are back. Last week we had an episode where me and Khalil were just not feeling it. It was just weak. It's like they go over the same thing every single time, which it's like the same scene. It's the same topic, but it's just different scenes. But it all came down to Joseline starting on her performance, and something went wrong, which we actually found out this episode. The mic went off. Whoopee, what a big surprise. And they made this whole dramatic scene about her mic going off for 2 episodes straight, and that pissed us off. Based on this episode here, what do you guys think of the show thus far?
I like the show.
Is it entertaining?
It is. She said she had the nerve to say that the show was kid friendly, family friendly.
Yeah.
You in some see-through sequence top. How is that family friendly? I want to know.
I
Tits
thought
all
it was
types
family.
out.
Listen, from my Latino look, perspective, I think it was for what she really does. It's not about what you wear much. It's about what she does, and she usually is touching her kitty cat. That's what she calls it.
My kitty cat.
A kitty cat.
I like that.
Kitty cat. Yes.
You like that song?
Yeah. Singing with my kitty cat.
Oh, okay.
No, you know what? I think it was PG-16, in the sense that she wasn't touching herself. She just did the little chimmy. Yeah, she was showing her boobs and the booty. And if you look at even Pitbull's dancers, if you've been to a Pitbull concert, they were less than what she was wearing. So I think it was PG-16.
He doesn't necessarily always perform for crowds that are family fun, whatever the case was.
Yeah, but everybody loves Pitbull as a family man. Just saying.
I think that she could have worn something way different if she knew that it was going to be appealing to kids and things like that and families. She could have worn something that wasn't as revealing. But
I'm okay with what she was wearing. I love that she toned it down in her dance movements, which is just, like I said, simple chimmy.
Oh, trust me, I was loving that too. I mean, hey, I say it on every single episode. What keeps me tuned in is this fine woman right there. So if she does the dance moves as well, I'm not mad at her. But what do you guys think of her performance? Because Stevie J said it looked like a local talent show.
You know, the thing about it is Joseline is hot in Atlanta. You know, she's been in Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. She got a fan base in Atlanta.
Yeah.
She don't have really a fan base in LA. You look on her Instagram, her followers ain't really up like that. So it's like she can only get what she can get, and this is like her first kind of like real gig in LA performing, live. So I think that she worked with what she had, and I think that she obviously don't got her manager. We gonna talk about that, but. She dealt with what she could deal with. She did what she could do.
And she got the show the performance all on her own without Stevie J / manager / husband /
everything.
Caretaker.
Whatever. Joseline has made him a lot of money, okay?
Whoa.
Listen,
okay, but
holds this show
don't
together?
forget who put her on, though.
Oh, you acting like a
Took her out
like
the strip
Stevie
club.
J?
Oh, here we go.
Oh no.
You're on
Okay.
Love and Hip Hop. You're on the panel. All right. Would Joseline be where she is without Stevie J?
I would have to say no.
Thank you, and that's all we need to know about
invited
that.
her.
Okay.
You guys are just like Stevie J.
What you mean?
You guys put her down saying that she ain't nothing without him. Listen, think about it. If we take Joseline out of this show, what do you have?
But let's
Stevie J playing with his grandson?
No, but let's think about it. Rick Ross and his girls, they now got millions of followers because they was dating Rick Ross. Let's think of some other women. I'm sorry to say it, but women who have dated men that are in high profile, sometimes that's really how they.
There's this thing that I like to call the
I don't like to think. I mean, I don't do
leech
it. So.
effect. Or when you hug on tight to a large entertainer, you start to see them in pictures. They start to take them on carpets, blah blah blah. And just like you said, they start to build their own following. And at some point, they get gassed and like, I don't need you. I can go do this, which we saw in this episode here. Joseline's feeling some type of way, and she feels like she can continue on without Stevie J.
I just think that now she's like, okay, I could be in my own lane. She's tired of the disrespect. Like, I think that Stevie J does disrespect her. And she put up with it all through Love and Hip Hop. And now she's like, no, like, I'm out here. I could do my own calls. I can do my own meetings. I don't need you.
Are they really going to break up, though? Come on.
They, she took a picture with Rick Ross.
I
A
think,
picture with Rick Ross.
oh God. Listen, I think Joseline, I think you can make it without Stevie. I really think she's a character on her own. And right now, what I would think is next for you.
Uh-oh.
Okay, and I'm gonna go mainstream. I think you should do Dancing with the Stars.
Now she's a manager.
Okay, I'm just saying. And you guys remember that show, that dating show with Flavor Flav and
Flavor of Love.
So yeah, Flavor of Love, and then I Love New York. So guys, in
Spin-offs and all that.
Valentine's, they were showing again those shows. I would love to see a show, but this time is like Joseline finds a manager. And
a
manager. And
I was thinking a man, but a manager.
A manager. But then we have all these contestants, all these guys trying to be her manager, but they make her do like all these things where she says, he made me do this performance and it made me a better person. Or I want these managers to put her through some things as a performer that she says, okay, well, I want him to be my manager this week. So that's what she's complaining about. She don't care about no man. Listen.
VH1? I mean.
Listen, I'm all about games and about I just think her right now, we don't need to see her in no dating show. We need to see her, Joseline, let's find your manager. So.
Well, no, all right. Well, if she's serious about her
she
career,
is.
one, she needs to learn how to take advice, how to take criticism. And we had Lorianne Gibson on the show. I spoke about this last week. She's trying to give her feedback on her performance, and she's like, no, I don't want to hear nothing. I feel like you have hateration,
She's
blah 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 blah.
Hateration.
Yeah, she was just not agreeing
like,
with
boom,
nothing
boom,
what she
cat,
said.
Boom boom cat.
Right.
Joseline is just by nature a very defensive person. If you guys have seen her from the beginning of the show and how she has spoken about her past and what she's gone through as a child, I think that defensive.
But how many times can you use that excuse?
But you need
Yeah.
therapy.
How many
and
times?
You need therapy, and therapy is not something that you just do once. You continue going weekly, monthly, whatever that may be. Maybe she's not doing that. Maybe she knows it deep down, but she just hasn't sought the right therapy to kind of help her moderate her ways. But I don't think Joseline does it in a mean way, in a bad way of her coming so aggressive and sometimes maybe it's just a facade. She has to show that she's this very confident woman to make it. It's like fake it till you make it.
But she can't keep her mouth closed for 2 seconds.
Well, no, she had a right to defend her performance. She pulled that together. And Lorianne is a bitch. Like, I'm sorry. Like, she's always been a bitch. And
true, I've seen her on
she was throwing shade at her when it's like, I don't even. Yeah, she was like, she could have gave her the positive and then the negative. Like, there's a way to go about it. Especially if, you know, she was really apologetic about her performance. She could have been like, you know, you look great out there, but you need to do this and you need to do that.
So what'd you think of what Stevie J said?
He said that it looked local. I think he's, you know, pushing her down. You know, he's not uplifting her.
Mm-hmm.
But let's be realistic. It is kind of local. It was a little. Was it in Gardena? Where was it? I don't even know.
It was in
Bell. It was It was kind of like a local event. It was. I wouldn't say a talent show, but it was like a small local, you know, mom and pop. Let's celebrate Puerto Rican independence, whatever event. So, what did he expect? That she was gonna give a performance like if she was in the Staples Center? No, it was a local, and I think she did an amazing job. And the fact that she did it on her own, that's what makes me even happier and excited for her, because
you are just team
Team
Joseline,
everything. Because, listen, and I get what she's trying to do. Joseline has a lot of potential to make it in the reggaeton industry, and I say, listen, oh God, Joseline, if you're watching, I'm with you. No, listen, because right now there's no female reggaeton artists right now in the Latino community. There are,
so but you're saying there's a gap that needs to be filled.
There's a gap that needs to be filled.
Joseline is the person.
Joseline has a lot of potential. She has the body, she has the look, she has the charisma. And you don't need to be a great singer to be a reggaeton artist. Now you put the auto-tune and some good, you know, rhythm.
We all know she's got the attitude. We see, right?
We see the auto-tunes helped her out.
I'm just saying, she has potential in the Latino market, in the reggaeton, what she's trying to do, which you guys may not see or get because maybe you guys are not so infiltrated in the whole reggaeton industry. But for us Latinos that listen to reggaeton, I'm like, where is the female reggaeton artist? We have Ivy Queen, which I know Joseline is kind of like, Joseline looks up to Ivy Queen in a sense, because Ivy Queen is like one of the main pioneers.
She's big?
She's big in the reggaeton community. She's one of the main pioneers for female reggaeton artists in Puerto Rico too. She's Puerto Rican. So there's nothing right now. So I could see Joseline just give her a little chance with Winston and Yandel or even a Pitbull, and I don't know, it could happen. It's all.
Listen, I'm not hating on baby girl. I'm not. She got the look. She definitely does. Yeah. But I'm just saying she gotta listen. That's all.
Well, I think Stevie J, you know, he moved to LA. He done got a little Hollywood.
You think so?
Yeah, I think so. He's not helping her out. He over here, you know, he in the studio. He's like got the top notch. We see him, Russell Simmons next week in the studio with Diddy. He probably like, bye, Joseline.
If
like,
you remember
when
he first went to LA, he invited her along, but she was like, no, I'm not going, or something of that sort. And then when they started this season here, Stevie J was already established, and then here we come, Joseline finally making the trip over there. So from jump, it sounded like Joseline wasn't trying to deal with Stevie.
I just think she's just tired. She came to LA. She sees the opportunities that she has that she probably would have had with Stevie, but Stevie hasn't been helping her. And honestly, I'm so tired of Stevie and his kids. Like, maybe he's just.
You're tired of Stevie and the kids?
I love it.
I'm bored.
I actually like that.
I'm bored.
It gets boring after a while, but you see a different side of Stevie J.
Yeah, his kids, he spit his kids
which are cool. His kids, 20, 18. So sorry guys, but I know there's 5 of them, and they all get a little shine on the show, which is cool because that's starting their social media, whatever it is, you know, they get to build that. Why are you giving me that face for?
I want more, and I don't think the interaction with the kids, it's nice to see, and maybe that's what he's focusing his energy. That's why he doesn't kind of care about Joseline, but I need more.
Oh, trust me, as a viewer, I want more too, because all they show is Joseline walking around in some skin tight, and that's it. What else is there?
You know what? I want to see Joseline's family. I want to see her mom come back to the show, her sister.
Okay.
I want to see Joseline's side, and I want to see maybe the interaction of both the family. That's an episode. That's what you could.
So
write.
viewers, please comment down what else you would like to see for this show, because as we are expressing here, it's lacking something, and it's just, I don't think seeing her in that beautiful bikini top, and it's just not enough, even though it gets my attention, but it's just not enough to keep me coming back.
I thought it was funny when Stevie J was giving his son advice. He was like, you need to strap on, like, no, strap it up. Strap on is what you and Joseline use in the bed with another female, I'm assuming. But
I was actually a huge fan of that scene, because Dorian, he's 20. Stevie J approached it as if he was his dad, but his boy at the same time, and he was sharing experiences. At your age, I used to take down blah blah blah, but now I got one. He just kept it real, and I was a huge.
There was a throwback photo of Stevie J and Eve on the carpet.
Oh my gosh! He
had this black top on where his stomach was all out. Like, I really need y'all to look up this photo.
Yeah.
Like, look it up. It's like,
Was it
damn,
the 80s?
what was y'all getting into
90.
back then?
Stevie J and Eve they were a little thing back in the day.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, I ain't gonna say nothing, but
They
look
had
them
a
up
porn.
online. Yeah, hey, they dropping tapes out here. Yeah, and that's open.
You know what I just thought about? What else the show needs is reggaeton artists. Like, how they let's think about the franchise of Love and Hip Hop, and then what comes around. They always have a famous artist come and gives advice to one of the Love and Hip Hop cast, or I would like to see a reggaeton artist give advice to Joseline.
Oh yeah, that would be
That
cool.
would be really nice, and I think it will expose also more the reggaeton music to the Americans. A lot of people are not in tune with the reggaeton music right now.
I can agree, because I'm not really
Oh my God,
in
you
tune
don't know
to
what
it.
you're missing out.
I mean, I remember that's
Yeah,
the
you
only
see?
joint that I know.
See? There you go.
Oh yeah.
But it's kind of like how you dance it is you grind on someone. It's we have hip hop music that we grind on, R&B. So
in this episode, we see Stevie J visit Big Boy, 92.3. I'm a huge fan of the radio station, and he seemed Big Boy said, "You seem happier," and then obviously he's currently not well, Stevie J is not actually with Joseline. I don't know if they are together, but do you think she brings stress onto his light? Like, does she take the shine off of his light?
Well, not saying just her specifically brings stress on him, but any relationship that is getting rocky can bring stress on someone.
Agree.
And I'm not saying Joseline, because Joseline, you could tell she got a sweet soul. She's sweet in person.
You can?
Yeah, no, she's a sweet girl. Like,
Stevie J
she don't bring
him
off
some
that.
flowers. And
But she's obviously her. She's like, 1, petty, 2, trifling,
she
3.
don't even want him. She don't even. The thing is, he's the one that's always behind her. She's like, leave me alone, Stevie. I'm trying to do my own thing. So let's see here who's putting the money in Stevie's pocket.
He rolled up on her. Did you see how he creeped up on her?
Yeah.
That was really weird.
Well, she was walking down the street. I'm sure the producer said, make a scene out of this. So
she was like a woman from one of those music videos from 2000. The way she was dressed.
Matching the dog.
It could have been a music video. The way he strolled up on her,
don't know your name, but excuse me, miss.
Can we talk about this fashion, her last outfit at the end, the boots?
I
I want to know.
I don't even know what
who
those are
dresses
called.
her.
Can somebody tell us who these designers are? Like, if you guys can comment on our YouTube, please let us know who these designers are. I just want to know.
Because it was tacky.
And speaking of dressing up, she mentioned when she sat down with the new management that people dress up as her for Halloween. Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
I mean, she in reality TV she's iconic in reality TV, so they probably like, ooh, let me be her. This is funny as a joke. Like, I don't know if they're trying to be her, like, oh, because she's my favorite. It's probably more as a joke.
Right. Like, is that something you want to put on your resume? That's all. Like, if I'm about to meet with management team, you know, I'll be like, hey, what's up? I'm Jimmy. You know, every October 31st, people like to dress up as me. You know,
Well,
I'm just letting you guys know that. Is that something?
She's trying to sell herself. Yeah.
I mean,
she's feeling herself for sure.
I mean, I don't know how you would dress like Joseline, to be honest with you. Like, I don't know what do. You just show your boobs. I don't think I could because she has really big boobs, and so I have to put like fake. I have to put the fake big racks and
the butt pad.
So how do you dress like Joseline Hernandez? That's what I'm thinking. Like,
you know, small skirt.
They'd be like, what are you? What are you trying to be this year?
Voluptuous in some sense.
I was about to force it, but no. Yeah. So I guess if that's a great marketing scheme, like you guys said. Then,
I mean, when she walked in, she's like, everybody's looking at me like, who's that? And this is what I've worked hard for. It's for everybody to look and turn their head and break their neck for Joseline Hernandez.
Get him.
Joseline M. Hernandez.
I love it. I love her confidence. I really do.
Yeah.
Which I don't know if you guys saw. I believe I showed it to you when Stevie was giving her the rose. There was a couple in back of him, and as Joseline sat down, the face of the couple, it was a white couple, was hilarious to me. They were like, what is going on right now? So I guess those are the stares that she's talking about that she always does get. So
she does. She has a beautiful body, so I would stare. Like, if she was here in the studio, I'd be like, oh.
She's breathtaking. I mean, in person.
So I've only seen her on TV. So
she's pretty. Something about her is just like, you know.
So
we're gonna ask her.
I might have to learn some.
We might have to bring her in the studio because
you should learn some reggaeton and dance with her right here in the studio.
Okay.
Listen, when Joseline comes, I want to see some reggaeton. Like, maybe she could teach you some smooth.
Oh well, we got to work on getting her on the show then.
All right.
So, in speaking of the future, we might as well go into predictions to see what we can cook up for next episode.
Now, your AfterBuzz TV predictions.
I'm a huge fan of Russell Simmons. As we see, Stevie J does sit down with Russell Simmons. He discusses as far as what to do with your artist, I guess. I think that conversation is going to be a big factor into Stevie J's decision as to continue to manage Joseline, which I know he's going to continue because they go back and forth all day.
Because Joseline puts the money in his pocket. Let's be realistic about the show.
True, but she's got talent. Well, she's got the following, I'll say.
I just think, like she told him, you want your 30%? Get me my 30%. Like, get to work. Get me some work, and yes, I'll be gladly to give you my 30%.
So you think it's completely Stevie J's fault? He's not putting in the work? No, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, team.
I mean, she out here
Joseline
having to work by herself.
Yeah.
If somebody...
She can't even market herself that well. She doesn't have the education, nor does she have the experience to market herself. Like,
so is that all on the managers?
Yeah, that's what the manager is for.
You can't take it upon yourself?
No, Stevie J has been in the business for 20 plus years, and that's probably the reason why they formed this relationship, because he probably was talking some stuff in her ear, talking about how he can do this for her and do that for her and get her out the strip club.
Y'all are discrediting my man. He got her on Love and Hip Hop. If there was no Stevie J, there'd be no Joseline.
I'm sure he didn't pull her by the back of her neck and told her to get on Love and Hip Hop.
But what kept her there is her character, who she is. Like, she's a character. She's great for TV. So.
Yeah, she definitely is. But you can't forget how she got there.
All right, but she's keeping herself there. So Stevie, you could go away. Like.
Oh, so is that your prediction?
I'm sorry, Stevie. Prediction wise, we saw in the next episode supposedly Joseline goes to church if she makes it to church. Mm-hmm. I was hoping she would make it to church and she would be scandalous dress, like very scandalous.
Oh, like something she wore the night before type thing.
Or
like
the performance.
She just hopped out the club type
or the
thing. Or the
Can you imagine she performs in the church? They let her?
Listen, everybody should have a relationship with God. I agree with that. But as far as Joseline performing in a church, I don't know about that.
It can happen.
I don't know about that.
I just love how Stevie J's mom is really accepting of her too.
Yeah, that was actually cool. Because, you know, coming from a guy's point of view, having mom's acceptance is always big. What?
It's nice to hear, you know, a man talk about his mom.
Of course, Mama Deuce, that's my girl.
Well, next week,
yes.
well, not next week, but I just predict in general because Stevie J did say, like, I need to be a better husband. So I feel like we're going to see Stevie J, you know, trying to get his boo back, sending her flowers maybe, you know, getting her in the studio with French Montana or something, or Pitbull maybe, like, you know, trying to like pull these little like tricks out of his sleeve to like show her he's like trying to be better manager and a husband.
He's been doing that.
Because I ain't seen no romantic stuff going on. They married,
yeah,
like
exactly.
I ain't seen them, like at least in Love and Hip Hop, we've seen them like, you know, kind of being all romantic.
I know what you mean.
And
yeah.
I'm not seeing none of that in this. So
Very
hopefully we can see more of them getting closer. And
Joseline repeats over and over, that's my husband, but you don't treat him like your husband. I mean,
yeah.
From what they're showing us.
And she tells him, you don't act like a husband. You know, good luck to whoever you marry next. Like, Joseline knows what she's getting into.
Oh, so 2 wrongs make a right now? Is that it?
No, I'm saying Joseline has had the end of her rope. She's gonna, you know, milk whatever she can out of this, and I really hope that somehow this will spike her up to another show, and hopefully in the reggaeton community become more known and credited.
Okay.
Can we play a game?
Ooh, I like games.
It's not even a game. I like to play games, but I always think about, because there's so much things from the Urban Dictionary in this show, or just things that make you think. So one of the things that Stevie J was telling her son, you smell rich. You smell. So I'm like, oh, you smell rich. How does that? So I want us to say, well, you guys, I don't have to play.
What?
Oh, yeah, you do have to play.
You're the conductor here?
Yeah.
Things that make you smell rich.
Things that make you smell rich.
Rich. Let me say it. Rich. How do you say it? Rich.
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 Cologne.
Cologne?
Yeah. Was that a giveaway? No. That makes you smell rich.
Confidence.
Confidence? Okay. How
Shmoney.
many answers? How many answers are we allowed to give it?
Whatever you want. I want to know.
Okay.
Try to get
So
to know you,
repeat it one more time, girl. Don't play with me. Repeat it one more time.
Things that make you smell rich.
Smell rich. All right, so I'm gonna stick with cologne. I'm gonna steal your answer.
Smell doesn't have to be literally smell.
I said shmoney.
That's what I was
so
saying.
money.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Money makes you smell rich.
Okay.
Whatever makes you smell rich, and it doesn't have to literally mean smell. Like, just people can look at you and just you exude that.
Smiling.
Yeah. Well.
That's about it. Because you can't buy happiness, and if you're happy, you are rich. Quote me. But yeah. What about you?
I said confidence.
She said confidence.
And then shmoney. Money. I'm just kidding. But, you know, usually if a girl sees a guy dressed nicely, I'm not gonna say the money. I would say dress, the way you carry yourself, the way you dress makes you smell rich. Like, you could obviously fool somebody the way you dress. Somebody might think.
What about a car?
Yeah.
Yeah. Reason why I asked that, because me and Trene actually did an after show one time, and I asked her, would you receive a free car from a guy? And she said no, but I think she was just lying then. So, and by her answer, what she just said, she was definitely lying. But
no, when I see a man that has money, trust me, money, that don't mean nothing to me, because the man who could have the money could be disrespectful and what. So I'm not here for it.
Viewers at home, please join us in this game.
No, you can't let her run.
What's up?
All right. Well, I have more in the game.
All right. Well, we got 2 minutes.
Oh,
so
we
what's
do.
up?
Oh,
yeah.
sorry.
Yeah. What's up?
Attention. Things that make you smell rich. For me, I think is being genuine. I'm a very genuine and honest person, and I think that for me makes me feel rich. The fact that I'm genuine, I'm an honest person. So for me, that's very big. So
okay.
even in not just me, just seeing a genuine person. Check. Ooh, yeah. Enough connection. So we only have 2 more minutes. Because one more thing was, Stevie says chemistry for disaster. He said something about being chemistry for disaster. What is chemistry for disaster for you?
That's like saying you're driving drunk, you got drugs in the car and a gun inside there, and you're swerving. That's just like chemistry for disaster.
Chemistry for disaster.
I'm gonna let you go because
I haven't even thought about it. Chemistry for disaster.
I can't even.
Chemistry for disaster. What is a chemistry for disaster?
You know, chemistry for disaster is thinking that you're gonna get away with cheating when your girlfriend got password
What you
to Facebook, to your Twitter. That's the chemistry for disaster.
I agree with that. If you passed out the passcode, don't use your social media. But okay.
Chemistry for disaster is having one of your girls at the club and then your other girl shows up. Now,
that's a bad chemistry for disaster. Yeah.
If we're gonna go there,
I'm staying in the bathroom all night. I'm sick. I'm going home.
You know what? I just thought about what has been a chemistry for disaster lately. I was on Tinder like 8 months ago. And now
I was on Tinder last night. Ain't nothing popping on Tinder.
A chemistry for disaster is, and then I've been logging into my Facebook recently. And then there's this thing that people you may know, friends you may know.
Yeah.
And I've been seeing my past Tinder dates on the whole Facebook thing. None of them are friends with my friend, but they are in like people you may know. So I freaked out. I said, oh my God, Facebook now is getting even scarier. You know, I stopped Tinder for a reason, and now it's following me on Facebook.
Well, I know you can log into Tinder through Facebook, so that's the only way I'm thinking that's the kind of thing.
That.
Maybe. Never know.
It was 8 months ago, I promise.
And you still remember that?
They were really bad dates. You don't understand. Tinder, no.
So that's a chemistry for disaster?
Yes, that I'm seeing my past Tinder dates on Facebook.
Okay.
Now, we want to know what your chemistry for disaster
Please.
is. Leave us. We want to know.
Hashtag chemistry for disaster.
Hashtag chemistry for disaster, as well as make sure to answer our question. What else does this show need to keep us entertained? Because we need something as we
big booty holes.
Agreed, right?
Put it.
Joseline, come. Joseline, come
That's
to
why
the
I
show.
looked for that. But yes, guys, thank you for tuning into our after show. We are here every single Monday at it's 10 o'clock over here. I don't know what time it is over there where you are, but make sure to come back. Make sure to comment. I'm your host, Jimmy V. Twitter, Instagram, at Be Your Own Dad. Also have my blog. Check that out, beyourowndad.blogspot.com. I need those clicks. Holla at them.
And I'm Isis Velazquez with the number 4 on Facebook and Instagram.
What's up? You guys can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at your girl Trene. What's good?
And once again, make sure you tune back next week. Thanks, guys.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.